right, I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in here. I'll get on camera once I have at least 3 people in here. Tell me shit ain't getting crazy, guys. I mean, not like hella crazy, but like every day we're getting something. There's always something, right? Hold on. Yeah, I know it's a late notice. Okay, I got 1 person. I need 2 more people and then I'll get on camera. $20.25 and the Snyderverse is still a fucking topic. And it will always be a topic until it gets restored. And that's just the bottom line. Come on, I need like 2 more people before I start going. Because once I start going, I ain't gonna stop. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can you guys hear me? The 2 people that are watching me? 1 person that's watching me?
Introduce Padlock Swivel Ones. Your loyalty opens more doors.
All right. So, I always gotta make sure I have fucking water with me. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my videos, I'm always like, and it's because like I be running out of breath. Not breath, but my, what do you call it? My like I start like my throat starts going dry. All right, so what's up? What Philip Stevens? I haven't seen you in like I don't know how long, dude. It's been a minute. Danny Berry Sports Highlights. What's up? What's up? Okay, so I'm in a tank top because my heater is on and it gets a little too hot. Hey, I'm blonde now. Are you? I want to see. Put it on your avatar. Damn, you know what? Shout out to you, Josh, because you've been here, so you know what's up. But anyway, so what do we have here? What do we have here, dude? Oh shit, hold on. I'm trying to share this. Dude, I don't even know how to feel anymore about this. It's like one of those things like, hey man, just fucking tell us already, all right? Stop with this fucking pussyfooting around and these scoops and all this bullshit. Like if it's restored, just fucking tell us already, right? All right. Aha. Here we go. Okay, so you guys see that? All right, cool. So you got this, right? Hold on, guys. I need to get comfortable. Hold on. Give me a minute. Like this couch kind of fucking sucks. Like it's okay 1 minute and like I gotta readjust myself. But can you guys hear me? All right, so let's get to this. So you got this, right? I always enjoy working with the incredible Jim Lee, not only an amazing artist, but someone with a deep understanding of all things DC. Grateful for the collaboration and the inspiration. Okay, I don't know much about Jim Lee. I just know that his art is like really good. And of course, DC related. So it has us going like, what does this mean? What the fuck does this mean, right? And that's the thing, guys. Like, I said this before. This shit is not happening for no reason. There's not a coincidence here. Like this means maybe not this picture specifically, but everything that Zach has been doing on his Instagram, like it means something because he's done this shit before, dude. He's done this shit over there in Vero, and we were just, what do you call it? We were freaking. He was breadcrumbing the fuck out of us for what, 2-3 years before anything got announced. Actually, no, it might have been longer. Wait, hold on. 17, 18, yeah, about 3 years he breadcrumbed the fuck out of us, right? And then of course we got the Snyder cut. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Josh. Like motherfucker, like, hey, I love you, Zach, but like, can you let somebody know that it's restored already? Can you just tell us if you know something? Because every day I'm always hearing something like from the so-called scoopers, and like I said before, I don't take everything that the scoopers say. I don't take it all too serious. I probably like take about 50% of what they say is true, or something like it is true. What's that saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire. I do believe in that. So they're definitely not, just teasing us for no reason. He had to come to a bigger platform because he knows shit is going down. Hell yeah, Philip Steven. Hell yeah. He's not messing around, man. He gained a lot of followers too. And I know that was like some of the stuff, like, I guess the people that don't have high hopes, the so-called fans that don't really have too much of a high hope for this, but they were saying like, oh, he's just trying to gain followers. Like, motherfucker, he's Zack Snyder. People are gonna follow him regardless. They don't give a shit. Like, he doesn't need to make people follow him. It's just out of nature, especially his fans. We're just gonna go do it, right? So yeah, that excuse doesn't work. Like I said, he's done this shit on Vero before. So like, what makes us think like this is something different when it's not? And then you got this. Hold on. Where's that? Is it this one? Cosmic. I know people got their issues with Cosmic Book News. Hold on. Can you guys see that? Oh no, you guys can't. Oh, I don't even think. Hold on. I need to get my shit together, dude. I miss old Streaming Bell. Okay. And then you sorry guys, sorry, I suck today. I'm trying to share this other one. Hold on. No, not that one. Oh yeah, then you got this shit right here, of course. And I know people got their issues with these cats over here at Cosmic Book News. However, I don't really have any issues with them, but I do take everything that they say with not really with a grain of salt. Maybe more like I, what do you call it? Like, I don't want to say a grain of salt because I actually do believe a lot of what they say. Because, like I said, like we're this motherfucker is not pulling the shit out of his ass, you know. And I've heard before that he's been right about some things, you know. So, all right, can you guys see that? Sin Havoc, it's been so long. I have not seen you over here in a very hot minute, dude. How are you doing? Hey, Belle, I haven't seen some of your live streams. Oh, no worries. Thank you though for being here. The ones I haven't got the chance to see yet. Yeah, I was looking through a bunch of content that I've made in the past, and I have hella content, guys. Like I was like counting the videos that I have, and I'm like, why the fuck are these private? Like I should unprivate it, but like I don't know yet. I don't know. And I don't even know if I'm gonna continue this YouTube shit. Like I'm kind of just waiting around what's going on because like I said, this YouTube stuff is more of a it's like a check-in thing for me. You know what I mean? Like I know if I wanted to, I could like put work into my YouTube channel and like upload and do shit like that. But like, you know, I got other stuff going on in my life, and it's like one of those things like you really got to have like a drive for it. And like I said, I kind of lost my drive not too long ago, and a lot of it has to do with Snyder leaving. Yeah, I know they're being sold. Like this is not a fucking coincidence. You know what I mean? And you know, and I know like I know a lot of haters are like going around right now talking about like, oh, it's never gonna be restored. They're done. Get over it. And it's like, dude, how about you get over saying that? Like, how about you get over fucking coming over here and like trying to rain on our fucking parade? How about you go over there to James Gunn's fucking social media and go praise him instead of coming over here and like talking shit to us? Like, obviously, we ain't gonna let that shit go. Like, we're still here. It's 2025. It's about to be 2026, and we're over here still talking about the fucking Snyderverse. You know what I mean? Anyways, but so let me get into this article. So you got get this fucking ad out of here. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I need to get a mouse, dude. I lost my mouse, so I have to use this stupid touch thing. Where's the fucking article? Like, get to the fucking article. There's always like following deadline now for the second time. I scoop that James Gunn is out at DC once the Warner Brothers Discovery sale closes. Has been confirmed this time by Puck News. Okay, I don't know shit about Puck News, so I can't, really say that that's a good source or whatever. Maybe you guys know. But in their news report, Puck writes, as things now stand at Warner Brothers, James Gunn and Peter Safran control who directs DC movies. It sounds like change may be in the wind if indeed the Allisons prevail. I don't know who the fuck the Allisons are. Update, Puck News also reports Paramount has been talking to Zach Kreger, don't know who the fuck that is, about his DC movie without Gunn's involvement. My insiders go back to me and suggest that Gunn is already done with DC and Mike DeLuca is in charge. Isn't DeLuca the one guy that actually liked the Snyderverse, supposedly? Hold on. Okay, let me read some of your guys' comments. Yeah, I understand what you mean about YouTube. Yeah, I'm very inconsistent and like, you know what I mean? Like once upon a time I did have a drive for this, but then like shit happened and like it kind of like, what's the word? Kind of killed my spirit a little bit with like YouTube and the Snyderverse not continuing is like a major part of what killed my spirit. What's up? What's up? Hey, what up, Bal? Overland, British Columbia. There's no if we're getting that Snyderverse restored, it's just a matter of when now. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like it that's what I mean. That's why I kind of been like when I wake up in the morning and then I fucking see, what's his name? Tyrone Magnus or like all these other Pearl Snyder people, even like the smaller channels, because I follow a lot of the smaller channels too. Even though I don't comment, I see you guys. I'm there. I don't comment on everybody's shit, just like some people. But anyways, so I'm like I see people reporting on all this stuff, and it's like, again, like just another scoop. You know what I mean? And it's like, or scoop, whatever you want to call it. It's like, fuck, man. Like, come on, let's get this fucking show on the road, dude. Like, I'm done playing. I'm done playing over here. Like, stop pussyfooting around and just come out and say this shit is fucking restored, because that's what it seems like at this point. Puck News is premium quality. Yes, DeLuca's the one. It ain't the Allisons. Who's the Allisons? Are they like some like freaking rich people or something like that? I don't even know who they are. But anyways, back to the article. From what I've been told and first told you, whether Paramount wins or Comcast wins, the new owners are expected to overhaul DC leadership, and Gunn is not part of those long-term plans. Following my initial report, Gunn himself questioned his own future at DC. It's now why he's doing the Superman family saga instead of the greater DCU. Okay, so look at you guys already know. I fucking hate the James Gunn universe. I have no desire, no there is nothing interesting for me enough, not even Superman. And that kind of makes me sad, because Superman should be alone, should be enough for me to be interested, right? But nope. Nope. His movie went for me. So what was I gonna say? But however, I know supposedly there's a minority of people that actually like James Gunn's DCU, which is fine, So it's like, let's just do it all. But see, that's the thing. I don't think they're gonna do it all. They just can't. There's no way. Like, let me know your guys' opinions. Like ideally, what do you call it? Yes, like you would have James Gunn's universe going on, and then you would have Zack Snyder's Elseworld going on. Even though I don't think it should be Elseworld, I think it should be the universe. And then all this other stuff, right? Whatever else DC's doing. But think about it. It's like, can you really see that? Like, these two guys, and even as much as I think Zack Snyder's a good guy and he's outstanding and he's awesome, and everybody that worked with him says he's a great guy. Yeah, he is. But both of these guys I'm pretty sure they have an ego to an extent, right? And having an ego is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just what matters about that is if what do you let your ego get in the way of? That's the thing. And it seems like they would just like bump heads to an extent. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's what I think about that. Let me get to your guys' comments. Is this cosmic book news? They're always on top of their reporting. Yeah, I know. Like I said before, I don't take everything what they say 100%. No, hell no. But like I said, there has to be something true about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're pulling this out of their butt. Anyways, but yeah, that's my thing about having the universes all going all at once. Okay, so of course, people going crazy over this Jim Lee and Zack Snyder photo. Zack Snyder looks good for his age, guys. How old is he? He looks pretty good. I'm just now noticing. Following my initial report, okay, I already read that. I think he's like 53, right? 54. Damn, he takes good care of himself. Snyder's post a photo with Jim Lee as DC momentum builds, adding even more fuel to the fire. Zack Snyder posted a new Instagram photo today, this time standing along DC legend Jim Lee, as obviously you guys can see already. Always enjoy. Okay, I already read that. Okay, so yeah. Zack included art of Superman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Darkseid. Picture below. Zack Snyder's Endgame teaming with the that's some other bullshit. This comes after 2 months of Snyder releasing the Snyderverse character photos. Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Joker, Deathstroke, Mira, Lois, and Clark, all at the exact time, and the industry is following our exclusive articles and reporting major changes at DC and WB. Snyder isn't being subtle. He's reminding everyone who built the most successful and globally recognized version of the modern DC cinematic universe. I'm not going to argue with that because I think that that's 100% true. And I think that's why a lot of the audience is rejecting James Gunn's version of Superman. It's not like, honestly, I don't even think, maybe like for most, like maybe like for like real like DCEU fans like us are rejecting the whole entire universe, you know, some of us, but like the general audience, I really think that they don't. I think they're rejecting the version of what's his name's Superman. That's just my opinion. I'm tired of talking about the haters. It's obvious they don't care about DC. They just want to destroy Snyder's work. Their butt is exactly where they're pulling the reports out of, and y'all are lapping it up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having hope, and it's not that we're lapping it up. It's just, like I said, you may think it comes out of their butt, but I don't think so. I'm not saying what they're saying is 100% true, but there has to be some truth to it. And like I said before, this dude, like, you know, according to other people that report on this shit, not like me, I'm not gonna be here every day reporting on this guy. Sorry, I'm not. I can't be like some of those great pro Snyder channels. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think there might be some truth to this. And there's definitely not a coincidence with Snyder posting all that imagery on his Instagram. Zack Snyder, Justice League 2 is inevitable. What's up, Integrity? How you doing? Shout out to you for sticking around. You never left. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like I said before, there's just some stuff like I'll be scrolling and like, you know, especially on Instagram, and then of course I see people going at it, dude, talking about like, oh, they're gun tard and all this and Snyder tard and all this bullshit. But it's like, I don't even want to waste my fucking breath on this, dude. And then of course people arguing back and forth about how, you know, BVS failed and all this shit, and it's like, I am so sick of these lies. Like, you guys are so fucking, like, stop fighting something that already got proven with numbers. Like, there's no point of telling Snyder fans that a universe fucking failed, because apparently, you know, the idea and the spirit of the universe didn't fucking fail. People are still fucking talking about it. And we're not going to be stopped. We're going to still be fucking talking about it. Anyways, but let me get back to that. That was the plan I published, and every day the industry moves a little closer to confirming it. We'll see. Matt McGloin, is that his name? The whole Saudi thing, like I said before, I don't know what to think about the Saudis. Like, they definitely ain't gonna buy WB. When I heard that as a possibility, I was like, there's no way, dude. Like, no. Like, they got money, but money can't buy everything. And you think You think a non-American, source is gonna fucking own WB? No, not gonna fucking happen, dude. But like I said, they might invest, definitely invest, and that's what I've been hearing too. Okay, Henry Cavill back as yeah, I remember what do you call it? Tyrone Magnus was laughing when he read this, but Henry Cavill back as Superman, Gal Gadot back as Wonder Woman, Jason Momoa back as Aquaman, Ray Fisher back as Cyborg, Ezra Miller is doubtful. Look it. Worst case scenario, Ezra Miller doesn't come back, right? I liked him as a Flash, and he's a big he's actually a key to Snyder's story with like the time travel and stuff, right? So it's gonna suck that he doesn't come back. But like I said before, even as a DCEU fan and a Flash fan, out of all of them, he could be recasted. I know it's probably gonna piss some people off because some people really just like him. They just like all of Snyder's stuff, but he is recastable, and I'm still sticking with the fact that Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, and Ben Affleck, the Trinity is for the Snyderverse. If they were to, when they restore it and they bring them back, we had to have Henry Cavill, we had to have Gal Gadot, and we had to have Ben Affleck. There's no fucking question, dude. Like, there's no argument there. Like, they are unrecastable, okay? That's my point. We're so close to getting the Snyderverse restored. Also, I got the chance to watch Flash, Black Adam, and Blue Beetle. You did? You finally watched it? Bell, even before this dude started trying to be neurotic light, and we got this covered, we're the biggest slingers of nonsense. You're just choosing to believe this because it's what you want. I mean, I just said that I don't believe everything he fucking says, dude. But it's not just the source, it's other stuff too. It's not just the sources. Like I said, I know you're not a Snyder fan, and that's okay and that's fine. But like, as a Snyder fan, I've been watching Snyder, what he does on social media, and he moves a certain way. And the way he's moving right now is the same way he moved before we got the Snyder Cut. Yo, what's up, that nerdy guy? Thank you for being here. Yep, I thought each were great in their own way. Yeah, like, look at, and it's funny too. I feel like some of us gotta correct haters, when they're like, oh, the Snyderverse failed, and it's like, okay, you got to be specific, because when it comes to the Snyderverse, I feel like, to me, the Snyderverse is Man of Steel all the way to Aquaman Part 1, okay? And yes, Suicide Squad was not that great. I fucking, the other day, not even the other day, more like a couple weeks ago. Damn, guys, time is moving very strangely. It feels like the other day for me. But when I was watching the Suicide Squad, and then I had the knowledge of what it was supposed to really be about, it just pissed me off, guys. I was just mad. I was like, this would be so much better if they would have just went what Ayer wanted to do, and with the continuity with BVS and stuff, and the rest of the universe. You guys know the story. It was supposed to be Steppenwolf, and he was supposed to be controlling what's her name? What's her name, guys? I know her name. Enchantress. He was supposed to be controlling her, right? But no, they fucking did whatever they fucking did. And it's such a fucking waste. Because when it's like, you can tell us we can tell because we know the real story. But when you're watching it, it's like it took a turn for the worse right after Amanda Waller was talking about Enchantress. It took a turn for the worse, and it just went somewhere where it was just a fucking waste. And it's like, why is this even a fucking movie? However, I did enjoy the Flash moment. I did enjoy the Batman moment. Not really the one where he catches Deathshot. I didn't really like that scene too much. But the car chase with him and Joker, I actually enjoyed that. The little there's some aspects to it that I did enjoy. So it's like Suicide Squad has a little special place in my heart, and it's really it's just that it's sad. It's a shame that we didn't get the real fucking version of it. And then yes, I know people talk about the air cut, but still even the air cut doesn't show what was supposed to really be done. Integrity. That's good. And you know what's funny? A lot of people don't even like that movie. I as a female, the thing I like about that movie is the way the girls look, to be honest with you. I just think the women are aesthetically pleasing. And Zach has an eye for beauty and for, I mean, obviously I don't have to fucking tell you guys this shit. But but aside from that, it's not one of those movies that I'm like, oh, it's one of the greatest Zack Snyder movies I ever seen. No, but it's original story, and I respect that, and it's good for what it is. But yeah, I'm glad that you like that movie. Hope when the Snyderverse is restored, Sasha Kaya, Rock, Zolo reprise their roles as those heroes. I think Sasha Kaya was more attractive than any Supergirls before, even now. Yeah, she's definitely a stunner, dude. I always feel so bad, because when it kind of reminds me of the Ben Affleck situation in 2016 when I found out Ben Affleck was gonna be Batman. I was like, oh hell no, right? But that shit got shut down as soon as BVS came out. Well, the picture that was released before BVS too. But when I saw it in theater, I was blown away with her performance. I was like, okay, I was fucking wrong. She might not be comic book accurate. Where's my water? Damn it, I'm already starting to voice is starting to dry out. Where the fuck is it? Oh. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, she might not be comic book accurate, but as far as her demeanor, the way she came off, her confidence, I fucking loved her voice. That's one thing I noticed. My husband noticed that too when we were watching it. He was like, I like her voice. And I was like, yeah, me too. She had a really just, I don't know. Look at, what's his face? Muschietti. Because I know a lot of people hate that fucking movie. And again, it has a special place in my heart. There's some things I liked about The Flash. But for the most part, yeah, it's not that great of a movie. But I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than Superman for sure. But whatever Muschietti did, the vision he had with her, he did it good in my opinion. I loved it. I love a non-sexualized Supergirl taken serious. You know what I mean? And you don't have to sexualize her anyways, because like you said, she's, one of the most attractive. She's Latina, dude. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with that, right? And I'm not saying that because I'm Latina. I'm just being honest. The DCU Supergirl looks like Sid of Toy Story 1 with a wig on. Oh, you're talking about what's her face? Ah, fuck. You know what's funny? Millie Alcock, right? Millie Alcock. You know what's funny? Let me pull her up, dude. let me go to Instagram. Her trailer's supposed to be coming out too, right? Millie. Hold on. Where's that? I don't follow any of the DCU pages on Instagram, but let me see. What the fuck, dude? My internet's being stupid right now because I have so much things running at all at once. Okay, whatever. That's not pulling up. Let me try Google. I don't hate it and I don't love it. But the fact that they're doing this version that you would think most fans would be like, fuck that, that's trash, right? I mean, a lot of us are. But like the people that just want to fucking just stick to that fucking narrative and think that James Gunn is doing such a fucking great job, don't want to fucking admit that that version is probably not the best idea to go with, you know, in a live action modern Supergirl, right? But as far as the actress herself, she's okay, you know. But that's funny that you say that. What do you? Okay, okay, all right. Overhated. That's funny. Okay, guys. Okay. Share screen. Here we go. So this is what, you know, people are hyped about, right? Like I said, I don't love it and I don't hate it. I just don't care. I just don't fucking care, dude. And I was even telling you I even mentioned, fuck, where the hell's my cat? Oh wow. Hold on. Because you know we're gonna get trailer reactions. People are gonna be reacting to this shit. And I'm like, is it really even worth me reacting to? Because I don't really give a shit, and I kind of know what to expect. But yeah, this is the new Supergirl, guys. And I've been hearing a lot of people talking about like, oh, you know, she's not even that great of an actress, and she's only been in a few projects. I don't know shit about her. All I know is when I try to watch House of Dragon, I just didn't. Nothing intrigued me. Let's just put it that way. And that's what she's known for mostly is House of Dragon. The last DCEU movie I saw in theaters was Blue Beetle. I still haven't seen Shazam Fury of the Gods or Aquaman 2. Don't waste your time. See, the thing is, let me get comfortable for this one. The thing is with the movies after specifically those movies is that the formula was too much of a dramatic change, an obvious change, and that's what kind of like I think that's what kind of like like a lot of people lost interest because of that, because it was just how do you go from Batman v Superman and even Zack Snyder's Justice League to fucking and Man of Steel and Aquaman and Wonder Woman to this fucking goofy ass shit that you got the for one, like a lot of what I hated about post the post DCEU, they call it the Hamadaverse. What I hated mostly was the dialogue, the dumb ass, useless, trying to be funny, trying to be catchy, trying to be cute, or whatever the fuck they're trying to do. Dialogue, okay, and it's like, what is this? Like, these are fucking superheroes? They're not regular fucking people. You know what I mean? And that's my issue too with the Peacemaker. Like, these are just regular. They're acting like regular motherfuckers in costumes. They're cosplaying. That's what I get from that. But watching Batman v Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Man of Steel, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, watching the Snyderverse movies, I'm not thinking fucking Gal Gadot dressed up as Wonder Woman. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking Wonder Woman. I'm not thinking of Henry Cavill dressed up as Superman. I'm thinking, oh, that's Superman, right? Like it completely like puts you in this like oh, these are real superheroes, not like, oh, look at these motherfuckers cosplaying and fucking around. That's that's what I mean. That's what the gun universe does for me. That's exactly how I would describe his bullshit. Aside from Sasha Kaya, I think Helen Slater was attractive as Supergirl as well, even though the Supergirl movie was terrible. But I like Kaya more. She's more developed as a character. Yeah, she really did it for me, dude. It's like she would fit perfectly in the Snyderverse. But oh yeah, back to the Supergirl movie. So they got a trailer coming out, right? When's it coming out? Like next week? Why the fuck isn't anybody talking about this shit, dude? Like, shouldn't people be talking about this? Shouldn't they be excited about this? Like, shouldn't the internet be fucking breaking? That's my thing. That's my thing with that. Even the Flash was catching more traction when it came to the months before it was getting released. Anyways, but yeah, they can have that over there. So but yeah, guys, it's just a matter of time now. It's just a matter of fucking time. Will it happen? I believe so. I don't think none of this shit we're getting or hearing is coming out of fucking fat air, you know? I think it's coming from somewhere. And WB getting sold is probably a good, it's what do you call it? It's probably for the best too. It's just kind of funny, like Don of OnlyFans. Dude, I still can't believe that. And this is my fucking issue with the fandom. This is why I kind of hate the fandom a little bit. It's like you guys are really okay with this version, with a drunk version, you know? And I'm not judging her, and I'm not that's not what I'm doing here. But the idea of it, it's like you guys, you so-called hardcore, oh, you know, Zack Snyder doesn't know the fucking comic books. He doesn't know the characters. He doesn't know Superman. Yes, I know about Woman of Tomorrow. I'm not talking about that shit right now though. But you guys are okay with this. You guys are saying this is fire. This is a peak right here. This is gonna be good. It's like, no, like you just admit it. It's not the best idea to go with. Like, and even if they were gonna go with that idea, like keep it to yourself. Don't even let us know that's what you're gonna do, you know? But too late, because we already saw that shit in Superman, right? When she busted through the fucking the top of the fucking what do you call it? Fortress of Solitude, and came in and was laughing and being drunk and calling Superman bitch. Peak. That's peak. Man, you guys are full of shit. All right. I'll stop there. But yeah, that's my fucking point. Like it's like, nah, dude. That's not a superhero. Superheroes are supposed to be something we look up to, you know? And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm all noble and I'm such a, you know, whatever. No, you know, I know what's up with life. I know how it is to be human, but we're talking about fantasy superheroes here, right? Not regular people is fucking cosplay, and that's what fucking James Gunn likes to do. He doesn't take these characters serious, in my opinion. And yes, I know. Well, he was successful over there with Marvel. He fucking did the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm so fucking tired of hearing about Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. We're talking DC here. We're not fucking talking MCU anymore. All right, so just leave that shit out of the conversation. My point is that superheroes are supposed to be fucking superheroes, not fucking regular people fucking around wearing a fucking S on their chest. Okay. And that's the vibe I get from this. How did we go from The Dark Knight to this? It's such a drastic decline in quality. Yeah, I mean, shit. I integrity, you already know. I'm with you on everything you say. That's not even the worst part. She's drinking underage. It's confirmed Supergirl takes place after Superman is celebrating her 21st birthday. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't even imagine. And you know, like Jason Momoa being Lobo, I'm like, dude, I really hope that doesn't fucking happen. I hope the Snyderverse gets restored and they start working on the JL2 and he just says, "You know what, James Gunn? I'm sorry, but I'm going to go back to I want to go back to my Aquaman role because that's, you know, that's where it's at." And I'm not saying he wouldn't make a good Lobo. I mean, he got to look for sure. I already admitted that. But Lobo is such a James Gunn character. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I said this before, guys, that James Gunn works good with B-list, C-list characters, all right? Depending on what he's doing and the story. Like when it comes to Suicide Squad, okay, I can see the whole like cosplay feeling, you know, because for one, they're fucking villains, right? But I don't really mind that when it comes to characters like that. They're not fucking superheroes, right? But when it comes to the big seven, you know, depending on the lineup of JL we're talking about, those they're supposed to be what they're supposed to be, right? And that's superheroes. Okay. No jokes, no laughing, no I know. I sound so like, oh my God, Val, that's so stupid. We gotta have fun. We gotta laugh. Yeah, depending on the fucking story, right? It just, oh my God, I just can't. I can't take some of this shit serious anymore, dude. Not until you start, you know, giving us some good stories, some good seriousness back into these superhero movies, then yeah, then maybe I'll be interested again. Like that's the thing too. I feel like James Gunn didn't even fucking try, dude. Like he just ran with it. Like he was just writing the script and he was just like, okay, well this sounds good. Um what else could I fucking do? Oh, this would be funny. You know, I just feel like he didn't really try that fucking hard. How did we go from okay, I already read that. Batteries running low. Okay. I know Snyder has mentioned that open pod. Hold on real quick. Let me plug this in real quick. I would be playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, guys. Today's my off day. I know Snyder has mentioned that the open pod in Man of Steel was Supergirl's pod, and she was blonde in the prequel comic of the movie. Yeah, I heard that too. There's a lot of speculation and what ofs and could ofs in the Snyderverse, and that's what I love about it. That's why I'm so like fascinated with that storytelling because it's just it's a lot. It's a lot, you know, and it's good and it's not it's a story that's going somewhere, not fucking nowhere. All right, that's what I love about it. Like there's a grander plot to the story, not you guys already know. You guys already know how I feel about Superman. Like I don't want to keep trashing that fucking movie, but damn, man, That movie went fucking nowhere, dude. All it did was piss fans off. I still hope Zach still brings her back as Supergirl. We'll see. We'll see. I think I've because I heard people talking about Nightmare Timeline and how like it would be easy just to do that. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, if that's all we got, I'll be like, all right, that's better than nothing, right? Because they can do a lot with Nightmare Timeline. Of course, it would be at Elseworld, but I mean, the whole Nightmare Timeline thing is what really pulled me into the story when I saw BVS in theater and I saw that scene. I was just like, okay, some shit's about to fucking go down. You fucking see the Omega sign. You already know, right? And I already knew, for one, I already knew that was a Flash that showed up in the dream sequence. I still think it's funny. Looking back, people are like, that wasn't the Flash. Do you guys remember that? Like, people were trying to come up with like excuses to say that it wasn't the Flash, and it was just so fucking obvious that it was. But anyways, yeah, then back to Nightmare Timeline. The Nightmare Timeline is what I really want to fucking see. I really want to see that shit in live action, dude. And I want to see the original story, but whatever, because he's gonna have to change some stuff, especially not having Deathshot in the nightmare sequence. That was the whole point of Suicide Squad, was to introduce Will Smith's Deathshot, because he was supposed to be a big part of the Nightmare Timeline. Still pisses me off, guys. But hey, I like Deathstroke. I'll take Deathstroke. But anyways, so now it's just the fucking waiting game as far as it goes with the Snyderverse. We're just gonna have to be twiddling our fucking thumbs, waiting for this announcement. Look it. I don't think this is gonna happen, but let's say if it doesn't restore. And it's like, look it. I still, even if it doesn't, I still like the fact that we're talking about it and that we're this fucking close to it being restored, right? I think it's gonna be restored. But I'm just saying, like, if it doesn't matter, because look at what's going on right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's still being fucking talked about. And it's been 10 years. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, shouldn't we be talking about this right here? Nobody wants to talk about this shit, dude. Because that shit is boring. Like, and so underwhelming. You can't do that. You can't just come over here and give me the best shit ever and fucking leave and think that whatever I get next is going to be just as good. Okay? You can't do that to me. Sorry. You just can't, dude. Then that's exactly how it fucking feels. Stick with the fucking recipe, because this new shit you guys are dishing out just ain't the same. I'm thinking of Noah's Ark situation. Sorry. For Superman and Supergirl, in terms of story-wise, explain her appearance in an alternate timeline. If so, Cavill's Superman is a lucky man. No! This is Cuzzo. Okay? The story will only get better. Too much momentum to stop. Yeah, exactly. Like, the ball's already rolling. Like, you're not gonna stop this shit, dude. But anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, we got shout out to all the Snyderverse people. Let me get rid of this. Let me get this girl's face off of my fucking screen. But yeah, shout out to all the Snyderverse channels keeping this glory going. I appreciate it. I watch you guys all the time and I fucking love it. And there's new channels popping up too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, some people want to call them grifters and shit like that, but it's like, even if that's what they're doing, I don't give a shit. They're still talking about it. So that's all that matters. But yeah, shout out to that because that's where, you know, that's where you know that this shit is still alive, and some people might not fucking, agree with me and keep saying it's dead, it's dead. Oh, what's up, Will? I need my glasses to see. Make superheroes great again. That's what. Hopefully, that's what they fucking do. But yeah, guys, I have nothing special coming up. I have a fucking test I gotta do Monday, and then let me take these off because I'm starting to get a headache. I got a test I gotta do Monday, so like I'm gonna be focusing on that. You know what's funny? Fatal J hit me up on Instagram, and he was like, "You should be making more videos, especially right now because of the Snyderverse." And it's like, because he's the one that got me into YouTube, and I was like, "Yeah, but I'm pretty inconsistent, and I got shit going on in my life." And then it's just it's nice of him to do that. It made me feel good. I was like, man, someone still believes in me. But yeah, guys, I was looking through my YouTube, what do you call it? The studio, and I had so much fucking videos, and I just look back and I'm like, I can't believe I even put those fucking videos out like that. Like, that was crazy. I put in so much time and energy. But now it's like, what am I gonna talk about? What is there to talk about? Like, am I gonna get on here and start shitting on fucking Guns Universe? Because that's all there's really to talk about. I'm joking. But like other than what, the plan that Snyder had, other than that, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'll just wait. We'll see what happens. But thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. Cause you know, a lot of you guys I've known, I've met, even I think I Integrity, even before I started a YouTube channel, like I saw you going around for a while. Your name anyway. But yeah. Any last comments you guys wanna say? Any last minute shit talking? Dude, it's already fucking gonna be 12, man, and my husband's still not home. They fucking keep him hella long at work, dude. It's fucking so annoying. Only one hashtag. He's at work. Aren't you supposed to be live right now? Where's your midnight show? Oh yeah, the whole hashtag thing. Don't need. That's guys, restore Snyderverse. That's the only hashtag I'm gonna be fucking with because people are getting weird with fucking hashtags, and I am seeing like new hashtags too, like people making up their own hashtags, which is fine. I'm not judging. I don't care. You know what I mean? But like I said, I I can be toxic, and I know that, but there's more toxic people than me. There's but like I said, nothing to these people because they're fans of fans to me, whether they're extreme or not so extreme. To me, they're always going to be fans. It doesn't matter. But with the whole hashtag thing, like I don't, when it comes to splitting up the fandom and the fandom arguing amongst each other, that's when the whole idea of the fandom, the whole purpose of the fandom kind of gets dismantled and lost because it's like, what the fuck? Why are we fighting each other? Like, what's the fucking like? Isn't this about the Snyderverse? This is not about my hashtag versus your hashtag. You know what I mean? But hey, man, that's just how people are. No judgment to these people, because I do like a lot of these people, regardless. But there's times where like I just step away for a while because I don't agree with everything either that people say, and that's what I like about this fandom too. Like some of us actually have our own personal takes. You know what I mean? Like I said, I freaking don't like everything that Zack Snyder does. I only like his DC stuff. Does that make me less of a DC fan or a Snyder fan than other DC fans or Snyder fans? No, it doesn't. It just makes me very particular. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with being particular. Like this guy right here, he's particular. I'm joking. Wake me up when there's a Superman movie that isn't written in crayon. Yeah, but restore the Snyderverse. That's all I give a shit about. I don't care if Netflix gets it. I don't care if Paramount gets it. I don't care if Comcast gets it. I don't care if the Saudis get it. Restore it. That's all that fucking matters. I don't care. I don't care if Trump does it. And I know there's a lot of anti-Trump people out there. That's what matters. Not fucking this hashtag or that hashtag. That doesn't matter. Okay, that's not what the fandom's about. The fandom's about the Snyderverse, and we need to remember that. We need to let that ground us in whatever discussion that we're having. That's just my opinion. Some people might not feel the same about that. Anyways, but I appreciate it and I love you guys, and restore the Snyderverse.